here's something, and Aponte, I want to get your opinion on this. What do you think
Okay.
it is? Jimmy Garoppolo is 31-12 as a starter. Please stop saying he's trash, folks. Without Jimmy Garoppolo, Kyle's record is horrible. There's a few different things here, right? Kyle's record, Kyle's record without Jimmy Garoppolo, and Jimmy Garoppolo's record. So I'm gonna give you the floor right now
Yeah.
to really just give your opinion on those things. If I need to, then I'll follow up.
Right, but Jimmy Garoppolo's not trash. I don't understand where this came from. I don't know who's been saying that. I mean, at wanting to see Trey Lance and it doesn't mean that Jimmy Garoppolo is trash, right? Right? Like the 49ers made this move largely because Jimmy Garoppolo couldn't be healthy. And when Kyle Shanahan tells you we can win more games with Jimmy Garoppolo, look what they're doing. That's 4 out of 5, 3 straight, and Jimmy Garoppolo's operating this offense. Look, you can disagree with the way that he handled this quarterback situation. I do, but I mean, I don't think that he's trash. Right now, he's a starter in this league, and that's very valuable. Trash quarterbacks, I mean, if you're talking about trash quarterbacks, you got to be talking about like backups or lower tier quarterbacks. And I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that. He is efficient. Sure. The one thing I'll say is that it's inconsistent, the maddening, right? This is the Vikings game encapsulated Jimmy Garoppolo's experience wholly for me. High throws, underneath linebacker, interception, right in the first half. Second half, he made some throws, man. And he stayed in the pocket, took some hits, made some throws, almost threaded that ball to Juwan Jennings. He didn't get that other foot down. Jimmy can make throws. It's the problem. It's this. It's up, down, up, down. It's never across the board. And I think that's a lot of people's frustration. But inconsistent and trash, those are not the same thing at all. So Jimmy Garoppolo is not trash. And again, they made the move and they tried to get all these other people because largely Jimmy Garoppolo hasn't been healthy. So, I mean, I hope I hit on all those points. I don't think that he's trash. I don't think that anybody should be saying he's trash. The team is winning games. You don't win games with trash quarterbacks.
Right, and I'll follow up by saying this, and I see one of my guys in the comments kind of touch on it real quick. I'm tired of people using the record to say Jimmy is good. They tried to do that with Tim Tebow. Also, look at the other quarterbacks Kyle has had: Hoyer, Bethard, Mullins. Of course, Kyle was losing with them, and I'd say I agree with that as it pertains to just the overall record. But yeah, I also agree with you, Aponte, that Jimmy Garoppolo, and I won't say he's trash. I'll just say you got to understand what he is and what he isn't. I think the frustrating thing with you, what you're seeing, or maybe even a guy like Kyle Shanahan, is that with him, the margin of error is slim for misses. So when things are there, it's like Jimmy, like you can't miss. Now, as far as the roller coaster goes, he can make throws as long as it's there. I think the issue is when it's not there, what happens? What does it look like? And that's when things start getting weird, as opposed to other guys that when it's not there, they can move around. They'll make a play on the move. They'll still figure out a way to have a positive play. Jimmy can't be that. So it's like when the play is there, Jimmy, you have to make that throw. You can't afford to miss passes. So I think that's the frustrating part. But obviously, as long as the 49ers defense has his back, when he does have those weird moments, it's going to keep them in games, and he's going to make enough throws that can result in wins, which we've seen for the better part of his career. Jimmy G won 16 games on the back of a top 2 defense. He was a passenger on winning teams.
Certain weeks
Well,
he was.
yeah. Let's get our guy Rich's response to that. Rich,
There he
what do you
is.
think about that? Jimmy G was 16 games. He has won 16 games on the back of a top 2 defense. He was the passenger on winning teams. What are your thoughts on that? Really, his contribution to winning.
I think there's a little bit of something to that, especially in the beginning of the season. The defense was playing top notch, but I think people forget that in the back half of that season, the defense started to fall off a bit. And, Jimmy had to really up his game, especially against the Saints. I remember the Ravens, he played pretty decent. He had a couple of big-time throws there, one to Deebo Samuel in the rain. So he had to make some big-time throws. So it wasn't just, I hate this narrative that, just because a quarterback doesn't throw 35 times a game that he's not a good quarterback. You still have to make the throws that you have to make. I mean, if you're not making throws on third down, we saw that last night with the Seahawks. Russell Wilson couldn't get off or couldn't sustain any drives on third down. They kept going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and it really wore on the defense. You see at the towards the end of the game, the Washington running game was just picking up steam and just kind of running over Seattle defenders. So I would kind of expect the same thing from the Niners. Run the ball, get them tired, especially if they can contain Russell Wilson, keep getting them 3 and outs like they did the first game. And then Washington did the same thing last night. But I'm not. I think I'm more confident in this game than I've been in the past with the Seahawks. Even though they're a division game and they've usually had our number, there's something not right with Russell, man. I would be more concerned if Geno was playing, but I don't know if it's Russell's finger. And then the other thing is that when you start seeing teammates like last night with DK Metcalf start to have that squabbling back and forth on the field, there's trouble in paradise. And that's, I've always said, a house divided cannot stand. So it's one of those things where it starts to implode. Teammates start to point fingers. They don't play for one another. And it could get real bad in this Niners game, especially if they go up by a touchdown or two and DK's not getting the ball. Man, we can I mean, there's going to be some finger pointing, some backbiting on that Seahawks sideline. So